everyone, I'm Kaylin, the lead floral designer at the Bouqs company, and today we're going to learn how to design a bouquet. Today I'm working with glowing. It's already been hydrated. If you need any tips or tricks on how to get your flowers processed and hydrated, please see our processing video. It's full of great information to get you to this stage. We're going to start with arranging our stems. I already have my vase full of nice cool water, but I'm just going to set this off to the side because we want to get our stems nice and organized before we start designing. And by organized, I just mean get everything next to its likeness. So we're going to put all of our greenery together. So hydrangeas go together. Aster goes together, lilies will go together, and then our roses. So we're going to start with our greenery. In glowing, we have this pit that we're going to start with. In any of our mixed bouquets, you'll want to start with either a greenery or a texture. The texture in this bouquet are our asters and even these hydrangeas. So just going with these step-by-steps that we're going to walk through, you'll end up with a really nicely designed bouquet, and you can use these principles with any of our bouquets. So we'll go ahead and add these, this pit in, and remember, cut at a 45-degree angle. So we'll give everything a fresh cut as we're adding it in. Now we're going to add in one of our textures. So in glowing, we have this texture called aster. We also have a hydrangea as well. These are flowers that kind of fall in between a true bloom and our greenery. So we add these in as our second step after adding in the greenery. So I'm going to go ahead and add in this aster. And just alternate between sides. This keeps our arrangement balanced. We'll play with heights when we start to in our accent blooms and our focal flowers. And just kind of give it a little turn. I like to just make sure that all of my sides are looking good after each step. So I feel happy about that. So we're gonna go ahead and add in our hydrangea. With these hydrangeas, you have the option of taking off these bigger leaves. I like to keep them on just because it adds a lot of fullness to our arrangement. But if your arrangement is getting a little too full, you can take them off. Okay, so we have our hydrangea in, and I love how this is looking. It's nice and full. We have a great base for adding in the rest of our blooms. So next, we're gonna add in these snapdragons. These are kind of in between an accent or a texture as well. For our purposes today, I'm gonna group them into the accent flower category. After you've added in greens and texture, you're gonna add in your accent flowers. Maybe on this first cut, I'll do 1.5 inches and place towards the front. But then maybe on this second cut, I have a nice long stem. I just might cut off a little bit to just sort of play with the height. So this one will stay up a little bit taller. And so now we start to get some dimension in our arrangement instead of everything looking really flat and a little too round and congested. Okay, so our last step is adding in our focal flowers. We technically have two. We have some roses and we have some lilies. These lilies are going to open up to be so beautiful in this arrangement in the next couple of days. But we're going to go ahead and add them in now. I'm going to add them in a little bit taller because, again, these blooms are going to be huge. So we just want to give them space to open. last flower, these amazing roses. We're just gonna dot these in. I like to say at this stage, you can kind of see very obvious holes where flowers can go in. That's because we've added everything in the correct order. So then it just becomes easy for these vocals to really, really stand out. So we're gonna go ahead and add these in. Again, don't forget to play with height. So in order to do that, you just cut the stems at different lengths. Vocal flowers also will look really good on the lip of your vase. So that's the very top of your vase. So you can cut one down super, super short and place it right in here. You'll get some really good dimension. If you don't like the placement of anything, just take it out and retrim. And there you have it, the basic principles for designing your bouquet. I hope this is helpful for you guys, and I'm really excited to see your designs in the future. Happy designing, see you next time.